Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be sharing my strawberry cake roll recipe. Now, I've always had this problem with most cake rolls. There's never enough cream. Sometimes it feels like the cream is non-existent, as if I have to look through a microscope just to find it. Now personally, I have a strong belief that you can never have too much cream. It's like complaining to yourself that you have too much money. It never happens. That's why I wanted to make my own strawberry cake roll. So without further ado, let's get started. Start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, cut the strawberries into small pieces. Now separate the yolks from the whites. In a large bowl, combine oil, egg yolks, sugar, vanilla, and a few drops of red food coloring. Mix until just combined. Then sift in some baking powder and cake flour. Combine using low power. Now in a separate bowl, we will blend the egg whites with the rest of the sugar. Keep mixing until peaks form. This might take a while.
"75 years later."
Now fold in the egg whites into the first mixture in threes. You want to gently fold it in like this to avoid overmixing. Once it's ready, we can spread it out evenly on a lined baking tray. Now we will bake the sheet cake for 12 to 15 minutes. While we are waiting, we can prepare the cream. Add some heavy cream to a bowl, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and a tiny drop of food coloring. Mix until it becomes a good cream texture. Then add the chopped strawberries and mix well. Now we can refrigerate. Now that the cake is done, flip it over on a kitchen towel. Alright, let's pause for a minute. Here's where I messed up. I completely forgot to add a little bit of powdered sugar on the kitchen towel to avoid sticking. Alternatively, you can use parchment paper instead to roll the cake. Anyways, later you will see that I was able to save my mistakes. Start rolling the cake together while applying some pressure to make sure it's nice and tight. Placing it into the fridge like this will ensure that the cake keeps its shape, making it easier for later when we add the cream. Now place it into the fridge for 30 minutes, or if you're not patient like me, then put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. Now let's unroll the cake. Add the cream. And roll it up once again. Cut off the ends. And plate. This is how you cover up your mistakes. Pipe the cream in a fancy fashion. Beautifully place some strawberries on top. Then cover the rest of the mistakes with powdered sugar. I think this proves my point that cream just makes everything better. Now, this was my first time making the roll cake, so I hope you learn from my mistakes. Next time I'll be making a mango one that will be much better. Subscribe now so you don't miss that video. And thank you again for watching Ding Ding Kitchen.